So I just got really sad for a moment because I feel like my personality, my bubbly personality, doesn't really come out. I feel like I just talk really loud, try to scream, have people hear me, and my personality just gets hidden behind all of that. And I just noticed it like a moment ago. I don't speak freely. I don't behave freely. I'm constantly constrained, and I know I've made huge progress to even be able to make these videos, but I still feel like I'm not free to just make a video, to just speak up, to just say what I want and how I want to, and not worry about what anybody thinks. And I find myself like so close to it, but not there. And it just like hurts my chest. It's painful. It's gonna be with that feeling and the emotion for a moment. I see this lady that I follow on Instagram, and she's also new at this influencer world, and her personality is just like out there, and nothing crazy, but she shows up with no makeup, she shows with makeup, her hair all over the place, her hair looking gorgeous, everything, and she's just being, and I'm sure it takes a lot of work. I'm not saying that this person just wakes up and that's how they are or that's how they always were, but I just really connect with her journey. I think you pronounce it, I love Farida. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna, if I share this video, I will share who I'm talking about. But I love her. She's a mom. And she talks about her anxiety and she talks about stuff. And she just comes in and her personality, just the way she is. And she just does it. And I love it. And I'm like, why can't I allow my personality to just come out? Why do I talk with such a shame and fear to talk and express? There's like so much shame in like worry, like, oh, I'm gonna say something wrong, I'm gonna piss somebody off. Or I think the most it's not so much even the people that I'll piss out, it's my family. Like that is constantly there, like the voice of my grandma as the shame of the family is so deeply rooted in my head, and my father and my mother. It's just funny, my mother has not been much around my life, but the few times as an adult that I was with her is one, honestly, just a few bunch of times, a handful of times. Her way of talking and being and talking about specifically about women and how they should be behaving, it's stuck in my head. And like the way she would correct my sister, and when another woman is dressed and talk about like how she was dressed and how she shouldn't be doing that and she should be doing this, that really just stayed with me. It's incredible how much of that just is in my head. Not just in my head, it's actually in my body as well. Like I can feel the emotion show up in certain parts of my body, and it just like it takes over. Of course, to be able to make this video, it means that I am crossing over to the other side where I'm recognizing it, I'm seeing it. It doesn't overpower as much as it did before, but it's still it still is a big part of my every single day, and there is part of me that believes that it will not be like that for the rest of my life, that yes, parts will stay with it, but it won't take so much of my day, that it will continue to be less and less and less as I develop myself and I heal myself. I think healing is the number one thing. It's not so much developing because all of that is already within me. It's more about healing and peeling off all those layers that were placed on by trauma, and mainly trauma and life experiences that were not good for my growth. And maybe not say that I'm good for my growth, because I think that I am growing so much because of them. But I do know that I didn't need to have those experiences to be so awful to actually grow and learn and be who I am. I could have done it some other way, but for some reason, it had to go to some extremes in certain situations to be where I am. So, yeah, just filming this really raw video of me speaking, and I will probably translate it in another language, but it will be an audio over this audio, because the expressions that I'm having right now and just expressing and being here, it makes it so real, and recreating this moment is just not the same. Not the same for sure. Like, no. You can't recreate this. And I believe in doing my best to share as much of me as authentically as possible. So, see you soon in another video. Sending you lots of love. Subscribe if you like my content, and if you connect to whatever I'm saying, I would love to hear in the comments. How do you deal with it? What were some of your experiences? Do you feel it anyway? The same or similar? I'd love to hear it. Bye.